Regulation doesn't help. Regulation
It does help a little bit. It does help somewhat.
No, it doesn't. Payday loans are legal. It's literally 1,000% of your interest.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you
Enron
what it does. It
Enron
stops Celsius. It stops.
No,
it does. It
no,
does. It's your,
no.
your money will be insured.
They got a pass and turned off their regular retail customers and just took accredited investors and burnt them. And it was legal. It was legal.
If you think that,
In this video, Richard Hart expresses his opinion on the corruption present in both Wall Street and the cryptocurrency world. He believes that disclosure is a scam, citing examples of companies such as Enron, Theranos, and Bernie Madoff, which had disclosure statements but still lost their investors' money. He argues that people do not read or care about disclosure statements, and need to be shown videos of people crying over losing their money to understand the risks. The speaker also talks about his preference for Europe over Miami due to the high crime rate in the latter. He then talks about the differences between HEX and Celsius. He claims that HEX is a true cryptocurrency that removes counterparty risk, while Celsius has people in the way that can steal investors' money. He believes that HEX's flawless operation for nearly 3 years proves that it is superior to other financial systems.
Regulation doesn't help. Regulation
does help a little bit. It does help somewhat.
No, it doesn't. Payday loans are legal. It's literally 1,000% of your interest.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you
Enron
what it does. It stops Celsius. It stops.
No,
it does. It does. It's your, your money will be insured.
They got a pass and turned off their regular retail customers and just took accredited investors and burnt them. And it was legal.
It was legal. If you think that, listen, I know both worlds. Wall Street is not as bad as crypto, and Wall Street's corrupt as shit. Okay, like Wall Street's a sewer of corruption, and crypto's a sewer of corruption times 1,000. There's no disclosure in crypto. That's the problem.
Disclosure is a scam. Disclosure is a fucking scam.
How is that?
You know 100% that no one reads those fucking documents. You know 100% that no one really gives a shit about those disclosures. You know 100% that when you tell someone they could lose everything, they don't really fucking believe you. You would have to spend 50 minutes showing them videos of people crying, having lost it all, for them to have a chance of actually being like, oh, this might actually go down.
So do you think disclosure should
no, I think that disclosures are weak, limp dick legalese that doesn't actually save fucking nobody. I think that Enron had disclosures out the ass and lost everybody's money. I think Theranos had disclosures and lost everybody's money and were authorized by everybody. I think that Bernie Madoff was the fucking CEO of NASDAQ and stole everyone's fucking money. So no, I don't think that disclosures helps anybody. It's just like, oh, you knew it was risky. We told you it was risky. You lost all your money, but look, we have a disclosure. I think that's bullshit.
Well, just like governments, bro. Look how awesome Dubai is. They have complete control of the situation, so the city's pretty lit.
I mean,
you have control of this whole city. Are you the guy?
Okay, Dubai has the best shopping, the best service.
I'm using it as an example, but like crime-wise, they have fucking control. No, those are sugar babies.
No, but like if you're a girl and you get raped, they put you in jail for getting raped. Like if you're in a relationship and you get raped, you go to jail extra for being adulterous. They don't give you credit for being raped. It wasn't your fault. You shouldn't have got raped.
Right, so
if you bang a girl on the beach, you're going to jail for 3 to 5 years.
So what's a better dictatorship?
Well, I like to go places where, so the reason I don't like Miami is because the criminals want to get you here and the cops want to get you here. Right. Everybody wants you here. Yeah. And so if you live in Europe, cops don't want you. It's all good. You get pulled over, you're not getting the gun pulled on you. They don't care. Like it's all chill. So you're not getting mugged. Like, it depends where you live, but there's a lot of places in Europe that are super safe. You're walking around Switzerland, don't care. You're fine, bro. But don't speed. If you speed, they take your car. London, you don't get it back.
London's trash. Super dangerous.
Yeah, you get stabbed up.
France, same thing.
Yeah.
Every time I've gone to Romania, it's been super, super safe.
Right.
We were in, what is that? I guess it's bottom of Spain or Portugal. That's really close to Africa. Marbella. Yeah, we're in Marbella, and they're like, yo, some areas you want to chill the fuck out because they'll ride the boats over from Africa, stab you up, roll with the watch, and they're done forever. But yeah, man, I've really enjoyed Europe. But anyway, I
like blonde chicks, and that's where the blonde chicks are. So it's like, to be blonde chicks in Miami is nearly impossible.
No, it's a lot of.
I would like it's hard here. Yeah.
Anyway, I got to get back to the education because I'm learning shit here. So, Going back to what HEX does that Celsius doesn't do.
Oh, sure.
You give me an example.
Yeah, they're totally opposite. So HEX is a true cryptocurrency in that it removes counterparty risk. And that's what cryptocurrencies were invented to do. There's you and the code. There's no people in the way that will screw you and steal your money and not give it to you. And so, sometimes you go to use your credit card, it doesn't work. You got to call and beg, can I please use my money? Pretty please. Right. Sometimes you want to go send a wire. They're like, no, you can't send a wire there. What?
Been there. Yeah.
You're like, I thought it was my money. I don't get it.
I had that happen when I tried to set my wallet up.
Yep.
Chase didn't want to give me my money.
Yeah.
Could not believe it.
Yep.
It made me buy 2 Bitcoins when I first bought a Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. It made me buy 2 of them instead of 1 because I'm like, well, clearly.
Yeah, you guys suck.
Yeah.
You guys are terrible.
Or there's something here that you don't want to happen. Yeah. I better buy this.
And then you look at the yields and you're like, oh, you guys pay terribly. You look at the hours, they're always worse. You look at the customer service, it's always worse. You look at the terms and conditions, it's always worse. The websites are down all the time. You're just like, you guys all suck at your jobs. Like the crypto legacy finance system sucks. HEX has had 100% perfect flawless operation and uptime for nearly 3 years now. Google hasn't. Google was down globally last week for 30 minutes. Microsoft hasn't. They were down globally a few months ago. We dominate. Like hex.com is absolutely amazing, and people need to get on their knees and recognize, and to kiss the ring, because we won. We won the game. Like 1,000 days, flawless operation, 3-letter dictionary.com domain name, amazing looking logo, insane community with dedication. HEX tattoos, HEX NASCAR, all this meetings with all these people. HEX can set these things up. Right. I don't have a PR team. I don't have a building, and then therefore we don't have a building pool.
I had 3 people text me about bringing you on.
Yeah.
3 people, and these weren't like any slouch people.
Yeah. And that part of the reason the HEX price does so amazing is we don't have some building of guys that just dumps the price all day long. Like Vitalik's dumps the Ethereum price. He sold the top. He sent 50 million to Coinbase at 5,000. Now the price is 2,000 less. I think it's 1,650 today. So we have so many things that we do better. We're better for the environment. We have lower inflation. We have the most committed, dedicated community. There is no other community in the history of any financial thing ever where people locked up their money for 15 years. When you lock up something for 15 years, you are going to be homies with all the other people that locked up for 15 years for a long time. And people keep locking. It doesn't stop. Like the stake length average has kept increasing. I used to brag about it being 3 years. Now it's 7. I guess I'll stop bragging about increasing when it maxes out. If like the average becomes 15, which will be like, wow. Like I was like, because when I designed this thing, you really don't know how it's going to work in the real world until you see it. I didn't predict that we would get increasing stake lengths all the time. I didn't predict that people's mental health would be helped. And I wrote self-help books, 2 of them, specifically to get people to have better health and better, mental abilities. And those books didn't do anywhere near as much for people as the currency did. Getting people to focus on their future and delay gratification, it changed their lives. They had something to live for. They had something to look forward to. Suicidal people stopped being suicidal. I didn't expect that or predict that. That was luck. Right. And people don't realize like the most proven successful strategy for investing is delayed gratification. Now, if you buy a scam, holding the scam longer doesn't help. But if you buy something with product market fit, a walled garden, unique innovation, HEX is the world's first time deposit on the blockchain. And it's a larger market than printed cash, which is what Bitcoin tried to do. There's only 5 trillion in printed cash. There's 7 trillion in time deposits. So not only do we address a larger market than Bitcoin does with less negative externalities, you don't have to burn the environment to do it. We're just piggybacking Ethereum. They're already burning the environment, so we don't have to. We're just making their blocks more efficient by packing more value into them. Whereas Bitcoin, the more valuable Bitcoin gets, the more of the environment they blow up. It's not good. Like Bitcoin should switch to proof of work and stop blowing up the environment because it dumps the price to do it. They dump the price to buy mining hardware and electricity. It's bad for the Bitcoin price. It's bad for the environment. It's bad for everybody. So Pulse Chain solves that. HEX solves that to a degree. We still piggyback Ethereum blocks. So we're responsible for maybe this tiny little sliver of the pollution in the Ethereum network.
But overall more efficient in that way.
For sure. Negative externalities and removing them. By the way, guys, these are just 20s. Okay. This is not much money. I don't feel like getting mugged when I walk around, but I was also too stupid to bring a bag with me. So
I told him it looked like he was wearing.
No,
for
you guys are
money.
I can imagine the comments right now. Richard, there's no hundreds. You're such a scumbag. I can't believe you're trying to flex. If you want to see a real flex, you've never seen Dior shorts in your whole life. You've never seen a Dior shirt in your whole life. You've never seen Dior shoes in your whole life. Oh. Okay? You've never seen these things, you broke bitches. This full outfit, now look, I am shaped like the Michelin tire guy. Fine. But minus that, this outfit is fire. Full Dior set. And I've got like, I wish I could wear my jacket that fits these. I've got a jacket that has the same material on it. It looks so good, but it's too hot, dude.
I like how, you know what I think is funny about you is that you keep the same cadence, whether you're talking about something very serious or you're straight talking shit. You're like, the interest rate is this. And by the way,
serious.
Fuck you, bitches. My shoe.
I got to flex on these haters, dog.
Yeah.
They need to know I'm better than them in every way, except diet. Diet's trash.